Right, this is Hans Richter from Houston area.
Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas, yes. Formerly from Germany.
With Germany,
that.
Yeah.
And this is Christiane, his wife here. We've both been watching him doing some pretty nice landings, so it's ready for him, time for him to solo. And we'll get going with that. He just... So Hans is getting ready for his solo flight. 3 up and around, no help. Okay, you're going to take off the other direction, of course. Well, you went the wrong direction. But you took off downwind. It's okay, because you got up. All right, whoa.
Don't worry.
So you see, the wind has reversed. We've been taking off the opposite direction most of the day. So now you're going to come around and land from right to left. Now you're right at 5 hours. We have 7 minutes left. Okay, off power there somewhere. And so with this solo, you'll be right at 5 hours of total time, which puts you in about the top 10% of all of my students in terms of time to solo. Again, not such an important statistic. It's much more important what you do after you solo. But it's hard to get any stick time if you don't know how to solo, how to fly by yourself. Looks great, coming down just like you're supposed to. I kind of flared a little high there. And there you are though. That's good enough. Okay, right on up. All right, or you can stay down and you can taxi. Let's taxi all the way back to us and turn around and take off, or maybe not all the way back to us. Okay, remember, don't taxi too fast. Good. So you elected, since you were close to the end of the runway there, to go ahead and stay down and take off from here. So here we go again with our second takeoff. Now that one went a little left on you, didn't it? But it's okay, you corrected it back. I'm just sitting here taking videos. I just want you to know though that on a field you normally are never going to want to go to the left of the lineup of the pilots. That could get you yelled at a flying field. There's nobody else here today or anything, so it wasn't any kind of a danger. Whoa! Okay, a little bit of a reversal out there, but you know, you're coming back to the runway. And we better get all the way back to the runway here. Okay, there you go. Right on up. So, I helped with that one. We got to do 3 in a row of you. So you made that takeoff all by yourself. And both of those kind of went out a little further than you've been doing. You know, kind of a different comfort zone. Let's get into your normal comfort zone, which is a turn about right there, maybe. Not so far out, you know. Everything looks good here. Now, what do you do with the blue sky? Good, you come down just like that. Good, very nice. A little bounce, but now the second one is going to be nice. Good, very good. Very nice. Well, okay, good. So when you bounce, you don't worry about it. You know how to handle it. You very much took in what I was telling you about. Wait till it gets to the top, then flare. Do a second flare. Okay, lining up on that little gap between the trees. Got the field made now. Very nice looking landing there. Very good. Okay, now this third one, you're going to stay all the way down and let it taxi, or let it stop, then taxi it back to us. And then you've earned solo certificate number 260 at Hobbies Aloft RC Flight School. This looks perfect. Very nice. Centered on the runway. Okay. Kind of went up a bit, but now you're coming down okay. Okay, so now you're going to stay down and taxi back. So on that one, you saw that it was down to about a foot, then you went up about 3 or 4 feet, but okay, no taxi too fast. So nice. And leave the engine running as you turn it into the wind. Turn it into the wind and leave the engine running. Okay, now it'll stop in the wind like that. Okay, it's pretty much stopped. There. Now, I want to shake your hand. You did it. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Very good job, Hans Richter. And there's the real congratulations there for Christiana. So now, let's take it up and do a dead stick down. Again, this isn't really necessary. You've got your solo certificate, number 260. And let's see if you can take it up there, turn the engine off, and land it back on this runway. And if I need to help, I will. You don't have to have this. You've earned your certificate. But let's see if you could do the whole thing up. And if you experienced an engine failure, would you be able to drive it down and get it onto this runway? This is a tough runway. We have earthen berms at both ends. Yeah, and just climb on out there for a while. We have tall eucalyptus trees that are a real problem. We don't cross them. We use what I call the blue sky rule to make sure we never cross them. So now you're up there high enough. Let's go ahead and turn the engine off completely. All the way down there. Good. I'll just watch you flying from out here right now. Hans arrived on Monday and averaged an hour a day. Here we are on Friday, and they are right at 5 hours. In another minute and a half, you'll have 5 hours completely. So you actually soloed in 4.95 hours. And that's excellent. Most of my students need somewhere in the region of 8 to 12 hours. It's not unusual at all to be right at 10 hours for soloing, and you've done it in half that time, so good for you. Now you're ready to go out and show the world how good you can be by virtue of flying a lot. Okay, good. Now right on down, just like any other landing. Only this one the engine's dead, or not running. Very nice. Very good, very good. Wow. Rolling out for a nice stop. Very, very good. Thanks, and you've been a wonderful student, Mark. Congratulations all the way around. That's a great job. Hans Richter from Houston, Texas, formerly from Germany. He and his wife both, when they're speaking with each other, they usually are speaking in German. But German speaking, English speaking, they all learn to do this at Hobbies Aloft. This one in 5 hours. Great job.